Oh, what is good, our viewers, subscribers, and listeners? We are back with another episode of Listed Interviews. We got Kel in the building.
Hey.
Say, hey, Kel. We got Rosalind in the building.
Hey.
You know, we got Rashida in the building. And we have lovely Sue in the building. And our guest today is performer, artist, philosopher, and whatever else. King Slade. Slade the Supreme.
Hey.
My God.
Hey.
What's good, Slade? How you been, bro?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. I'm
You
here.
over there fresh, bro. What kind of hoodie is that, dog?
It's one of my friends' brands. It's called Colors. It's custom made.
Custom made.
Nice.
Them boys
Can
in
I get
Carolina
one?
getting it in, bro.
Yeah, we like that.
Them boys in
I
Carolina
need
getting
one.
it in. On the
Like
club,
it,
that
I
shit
like
hard.
it, I like it.
You could probably get
That's
one
what-
like it. This one right here is a one-on-one. So
That's a one-on-one.
You got the plug.
I know, right? He got a plug for real, Kelly. So, man, how you been doing, Slade? I mean, you just coming off of the release of your latest EP.
yeah, it's just about to
You
hit
know,
3. Yeah.
You about to hit what, bro?
I said it's just about to hit 3 months.
Man, dang, that fast?
Yeah.
How-
It's been out,
How's the success? How's the success been on that, bro?
and it's been good. I'm not really one to like watch numbers and stuff like that, but I know in like the first month it was like 10,000 plus. So,
Ooh,
That's big.
ooh,
Well done.
10K.
got a
That's
couple
real.
videos.
That's good.
And just working, trying to market it. Just came out from homecoming. I'm telling everybody, yeah, whoop de whoop, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
With that,
That's that time to get it. Yeah, that's that time to get it in, boy. Homecoming. Who they have performed down there this year?
I think Young Nudie for our homecoming, but it's G-Ho now, so they're having like Roddy Ricch and a whole bunch of other artists.
Where Roddy Ricch is
Oh.
everywhere. He on the tour with Travis Scott now. Travis Scott about to do his third annual Astro World concert or whatever. And Roddy Ricch still on the show. He ain't dropped his album yet. He ain't heard a single from this guy in like months, but he on every show, bro. Roddy killing them, boy. Dang, that's what's good, man. Carolina about to be crazy right now.
Yeah, it's going stupid, man. All the HBCUs are going up, man. Everybody's having like good vibes. Surprisingly, the COVID cases are down in spite of, but
Yeah,
moving and shaking.
yeah. Because I heard it was crazy, like a month ago. Like, they want to, obviously I think it's different around like certain parts of Carolina, but it wasn't looking too good, for a minute. But I was like, yo, what is going on? Like, come on, still, it was kind of like, summer, end of the summer still, like, we still outside.
Be out
You
here.
feel me? Yeah, we out here. You know what I'm saying?
took a
My
mess.
accent.
Not me though.
So yeah, like that's crazy, bro. So that's good, man. So now, first of all, I listened to this project. I am a fan. We are, like brothers. But man, this project is crazy, bro. Like I'm gonna let you know right now. I probably gonna let you know. But you make me mad. I don't like it. You're too hot right now.
We need to hear
mad.
a preview.
I know.
What's this project called, first of all? I want to know what's it called, so I can look it up.
It's called A Quest Called Life. This is the second installment, so it's called A Quest Called Life Volume 2. Stemming from my last project that dropped July 27, 2019. First time I ever took a 2-year gap in between dropping music. I usually drop every year consistently, but this one is Volume 2. It's a couple sequel songs, couple of finishing situations, and this, that, and the third, but ultimately, it's just a project about my life, honestly. It's just giving people the ability to relate to everything that I got going on.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
I want to know exactly like how you come up with that concept of the cover. Like if somebody, like, bro, I think you should do this color, or like, do you sit back and be like, you know what? Because for the past couple projects, you keep things like color scheme, like all coordinate and like bright. It pop. Like when you drop your joint, it's like eye-opening because it's just how you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like color-wise and typeface-wise and stuff like that.
As far as like the way that I market my music, or the primary source of marketing is social media. Social media, scrolling, and you got to have something that catches people's eye. And like red and yellow, like usually not two colors that you would really think would go together oftentimes.
Yeah.
I saw what I wanted to do. I said, all right, this is how I'm gonna do it. And the last one even had like bright pink on it because I had on a bright pink hoodie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, previous projects, like
those bright colors, they make people stop. And as soon as I put that out, like people gravitated towards it. Yo, what is this? Like, what is this? Why do you even put these colors together? First of all, but like,
yeah.
Once I got people's attention, man, the music did everything else. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much where the color scheme came from. Just this past, me, I've been doing music for 6 years. I'm on 2 solo projects, but this is probably like my 6th or 7th like actual studio style project. And I've been multiple album covers, even covers that didn't even have my face on it or anything related to me, other than just people that inspired me on it, down to open venues, down to bright pink album covers, and just like trial and error and shooting in the dark and figuring out how to hit the target.
Yeah, fast.
I figured that out. I try to kind of reduplicate whatever I did that was successful and try to expound on it and keep growing, man.
Fast.
Cool.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So where are you originally from?
That's kind of like a loaded question. I grew up in a lot of different places, but primarily like I was born in North Carolina. At the age of 1, I moved from Greenville, Kinston, North Carolina, somewhere in between there, to Savannah, Georgia.
I
I grew up somewhere between Atlanta and Savannah. Once I got older, my sister moved to Atlanta, and I spent a lot of time up there. Then I came back here, like maybe the age of 12 is around the time I met Jamar. My bad, bro. Jamar.
Is your real name Jamal?
Yeah, Jamar. Yeah, so that's where you get Jamar from.
I thought he said Jamal.
Everybody think that.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't mean to expose you, my boy.
You good, bro? You good? It's all right.
Clickbait.
It's all right.
I made a lot of friends here. A vastly different way of life, but I adapted to it and grew here, and then now I'm located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where I've been for like the past, if you include in school, I've been here for like the past 8 years.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Sound about right. 8 years. Whew, time flies, bro. God.
Yeah, man.
So like,
wow.
So like, speaking of venues, I was before when we was talking about having you on the show or whatever, I had mentioned to Kelly about this tour, like you going on tour, the Threes Companies tour.
Yeah.
Now, how did that come about? And who were the 2 guys that was on that tour with you?
Ultimately, I was like the start of the tour.
Here's part of it.
Like I'm more so of a visionary. So like I've always had this idea of just going out on faith and just hitting the road and touring places. But unfortunately, I have bills.
Don't we all?
Yes.
Over time, I was able to create like this concept in which I could tour and still keep my job at the same time. But just touring on the weekends, I worked a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, whatever. Then on the weekend, we out of town. We hitting different cities in the state, and we turning up. And unfortunately, I was put into a position where, the money that I once had wasn't coming in like it was supposed to, or my expenses doubled because of the situation or whatever. So I had to make a move, and I had to make a move quick, or I was gonna be pretty much ass out.
Yeah.
So I called up my brothers. I said, "Hey, I got this idea. I'm gonna put my EPK together. You put your EPK together, and y'all send them to me. I'm gonna get these spots booked." I didn't know how to do it at that point in time. I had never done nothing like that before. We had hosted a couple shows all over the place. I had hosted my own shows, but as far as putting together like an actual tour schedule, didn't know anything.
Wow.
Wow.
That boy good. That boy good.
You basically manage
Good
yourself.
gracious,
And you
Pretty
Slade.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it
And,
out
That's
the
pretty
mud.
good.
I ain't gonna hold you. I probably contacted maybe about 30 spots, and we
Oh,
probably
wow.
That's many.
roughly got
Dang.
about we probably got about 5
Wow.
bookings, all 30 spots that we hit up. And we took those 5 bookings. Well, it was probably maybe about 10 people, but we had to negotiate and choose the right path for us. Luckily, we were able to secure some spaces in which we didn't have to put any money up front. It was split the door or split ticket sales and this, that, and the third. And we went on tour for virtually free. We just had to travel to the places that we wanted to go. And
Yeah.
made a lot of friends throughout this industry. And I was able to, couch surf or spend the night in my man's crib. I live in the center of the state, so it's really easy for me to get around. But when you're on a late night, jugs, you effort in, you gotta chill some space. So I mean, we worked it out, and unfortunately, while we in the midst of doing this and getting spots out of state, I had bookings in Memphis, locked down a date in Atlanta, New York, was working out something in LA, just all over the place.
Europe as well,
Wow.
coming up, right?
That's pretty good.
Hey, it's actually very possible. It's very, very possible. I was actually booked for an international tour during the pandemic. But speaking of the pandemic, that's what kind of took the sales, the win for my sales, and made us sit down for a little bit. But all of my brothers, you asked, there was a 2-part question. My brothers, who I'm talking about, is Dre of the East and X Brody, which are like 2 of my closest friends now in this industry, and 2 of my closest friends, like, period. I have brothers ride for me, and I ride for them wholeheartedly. And we all went on tour, sold out shows all over the place. Made a
Hey, yo, and shout out to those guys. Those guys, they talented is like, yo, them boys get it in too, boy. Dre and X Brody, shout out to them too.
And you basically put up the whole tour yourself, right? Like you did all of that yourself. You booked those venues, you talked to those people, you dealt with those managers and all that. You did all the stuff that the road manager would do usually, right?
Yeah. Everything down to the graphic design and everything. Everything. All home.
Wow.
Oh, that was hard because y'all had like the Beatles type theme on that jump with the sidewalk. Yeah, with y'all. Yeah. Woo, I didn't know that, bro. That was hard. Yeah, that's hard, bro.
When there's will, there's a way. That's just an example.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It was really just
will, there's a way.
Swallowing a lot of our pride, because I knew that my guys had never been on tour either, but I knew we had a lot of dates. And a lot of it, we really had to swallow our pride, like, where you wouldn't usually contact this person. I don't really know this person. They follow me. They like a bunch of my stuff. I'm not going to contact them and tell them to come to the show. A lot of that was really just swallowing our pride and just saying, like, yo, I'm going to hit this person up. And you'd be surprised at, like, how much you put out that effort. When you put out that effort, I probably contacted maybe 300 people per show. You'd be surprised, like people that you don't even know, people that you wouldn't even think would be interested in what you got going on, how they would come out. Like, I didn't go to many white schools. I didn't have many white friends, but you'd be surprised, like how many like older white men that I'd never known.
He was like, trying to help a brother out, right?
Damn,
that's
right.
Cool. That's good. That's good.
That's cool.
Music is a love language, no matter what it is. So that's good.
It's a blessing, bro. That's straight blessings, bro.
Brings people together for sure.
Yeah, music definitely brings people together. So that's a good thing.
You'd be surprised, like how much like love and admiration, like I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like I'm a very tough guy. You can ask Jay Martell. There was a lot of emotional moments on the tour, man. Like when you're on top of that stage and people are singing your words back to you. Now you done forgot the words to your song, and people just for you. It's just like, man, it's a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
It's nothing like what we did, you know. And like I don't like to brag or nothing. I don't like to talk junk, but there was nobody around us doing what we did. So we trendsetters. And
That's good.
Show, bro.
That's really
talk,
good.
yo,
Yeah.
Yo, this YouTube, but talk, yo, boy. Ain't gonna. Yeah, Sheila said she don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care either, but
true.
you know,
True.
you get it. Hey, because that's good. Because like you said, you come from a small little area, and certain people just ain't, thinking outside the box, or let alone taking that that first step. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all it takes sometimes. Everybody got their reasons, but the ones that be taking them extra steps or doing those little things that look like a lot to the outside. It's just those little things that you got to do that you'd be surprised the majority is just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got their reasons, but hey, y'all did that. I'm pretty sure y'all going start that back up after this COVID mess, or okay.
Stay tuned.
To be continued. To be continued, people.
Yeah,
hey, that's what's up. So I like that.
awesome.
So like, y'all got any questions, girls? Anybody?
I mean,
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Who was your inspiration? Who did you see? Oh yeah.
oh,
There you
That
go.
look like
Yeah.
that look like Outcast over
Thank
there.
Tony.
yes.
That look like Big
yes.
Boy Nandre for the people that don't know.
That's the album
That's
there.
the vinyl
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
But I mean,
I'm in Atlanta, so yeah, I know. Yeah.
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 It'd be unfair to say like where my inspiration for music really came from, because I'm the youngest of all my siblings. I got 3 older sisters, and I got a mom that have been consistent in my life. I was raised by really all women. They taught me how to fight. They taught me.
Shout out to the females. Shout out to the females, man. All the females around the world, man. Because that's a different conversation, but
everything it'll be. And they all had different personalities. Like I say, my mom, as far as like the classics, the stylistics to the OJs, Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass, Rick James, all that came from her. So all that is really like rebirthing in my music, because I'm a big sample artist. And I say my older sister, stemming from just West Coast hip hop, she was in love with Tupac, everything that he stood for.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Dre, Snoop, Ice Cube, all that comes from her. And then my sister, I think once I plugged up my iPod, I got an iPod in the 3rd grade, and I plugged it up to the computer. I didn't know what I was doing. All of a sudden, this influx of music comes down from Ludacris to Little John to Kanye West to just all types of different stuff. So, like, I say my biggest inspirations as far as rapping would be Tupac, Big L, shout out to Harlem, and Andre 3000, and then J. Cole, Drake, Wale, Big Sean more recently. But as far as like my inspirations for music, it really stems all over the place. Like, there's no,
Hey,
no.
Big
That's
L's
good.
a legend.
That's cool.
Big L
that's
is
some,
a
that's
legend.
some, hey, that's a good,
a
that's a
legend.
good combination there, bro.
There you go.
Big
Exactly.
L is legend.
That's right,
Big L
Jay.
slept
Yeah.
on. I be listening to Big L sometimes. I'm like, yo, cause I got some of everything on my phone. I got 7,000 songs on my phone. Ranging from all over on my Apple Music. So I'm listening to Big L, and I'm like, man. You always think about the rappers like the Biggies and Pops, and just wonder like, yo, what if? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, man, like where they would be at today and stuff like that. But they hold major weight, man. So speaking of that though, Slade, wait, oh my bad, Sue, you got a question. What's your question, Sue?
Well, my question is kind of like what Roslyn was asking, but I guess I could come up with another question is like, what motivates you more? Like, because sometimes we have those moments of like, you know, like we want to do this, but we don't want to do this. Too much work, you know, and I'm kind of applaud you that you've done like all the bookings and stuff. That's a lot of, you know, researching, you know, calling 300 people, like you said. Like what make you keep motivates you sometimes? Because I know sometimes, like, you know, there's days that people aren't motivated. Like, what's your advice, and how do you keep yourself motivated, I guess?
I say like for me myself, I'm a sufferer from self-doubt. You ask my homie like Jay Martell, he probably tell you like he probably couldn't see that, but I suffer from self-doubt a lot because I don't know what it is. I was always doubting my whole life.
I couldn't see that guy. Sorry.
But yeah, but I come off as very confident because I'm confident in my skill. Say what motivates me on a consistent basis that I generally like my number one goal in this whole entire life is to be the best at whatever I do, and it doesn't matter whether I was a janitor or a dog catcher or exec, anything in the whole entire world. I generally just want to be the best to ever do whatever. And it just so happens in this life I chose this path. And this path, like music to me is more than I can ever explain in the whole entire world. I wake up, music goes through my mind. I can't go a day without doing something that's related to music, or my whole day is off. And it's just like this path for me is like it's deeper than anything that I can ever explain. It's like it has its triumphs, like much like everybody in here has been in a relationship before. As much as you can love something in the world, it has its downfalls. It has its things that tear you apart. It pisses you off to your very core sometimes.
Gets on your nerves.
More than anything else in the world, and I generally just want to be the best at it. So I do whatever I gotta do. I grind however I gotta grind. I work however I gotta work. Back when I was on tour, like I literally didn't sleep. I just ended up passing out somewhere because I was working so hard.
Wow.
A dream, and I don't promote that lifestyle to anybody, but that's just how bad I want it.
Yeah. Yep.
You did it. You did it.
Yeah. You want it. You going for it. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's
Every day I just about ways to get better. Even when I'm not out in the public eye, or even when I'm not posting on social media every single day, it's just like I'm working on something to get better. Whether it's studying filming techniques for shooting my own content, or studying graphic design techniques to get different graphics, whether it's studying how to talk to videographers and people that do film to get them to do what I need them to do. Studying when I'm writing scripts for my videos, I'm always doing something that's related to music. And even the job that I have now, it's like everything that I do for that, I is, full. I'm moving that money over into.
Yeah,
that's what we got to do, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
What we got to do. Like,
I
get it in,
exactly.
but you know they're going right to the music, right?
Yep, working 9 to 5 while you funding your
That's
dream.
right. That's right.
Y'all gotta do it. I'm with you.
That's awesome.
You have to.
Yeah.
For real,
good work
balance
ethic.
is crazy.
Yeah.
For sure, bro.
That's inspirational. That's inspirational. The good work ethic.
I need to go and hear that EP.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Boy, put the rose emojis everywhere.
Quest called Life, right?
A Quest called Life Volume 2, yeah.
Cool.
If you Google me, it'll come up.
Okay.
I'm definitely.
Excuse me, bro. You said if you what? Google you. This guy. Come on, Slade. Just Google. Hey, my brother crazy.
I do want to ask though. Oh, you go ahead.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Let me just ask this. So, is there an artist that you would love to say, like, for your next album or EP, that you would look to like collaborate or have them as a feature on your music, on your song? Is there an artist that you're like, oh, I really want to work with this person?
To be honest, man, it's a lot of people that it just be like.
Well, you can name 3, 4, 5.
You mean like
a
Go
lot
ahead,
of
go ahead.
artists,
My bad, Slade.
but like the type of artist that I am, it's like I really be in my own zone. Like I'm a competitor. Like I like only reason I would really want to get another artist on a song of mine is generally just to show that I'm better than them.
I mean,
I don't-
okay, let's
don't
say
get it.
like you're recording a single now and like you're just recording a single, you're like, I need a feature on this single. And you can call any celebrity, any rapper, anyone out there. Who would you call? Who would you be like, okay?
I don't know, man. That's a question, but I don't know. I guess if we gonna do it, I would either say either Jay-Z or Drake. And the two reasons that I say either one of them is because I know it's gonna get a whole lot of views. And I want to show them like I'm not no pushover. I can box with the
You about to slaughter them.
You
Slade,
can
the
hold your
Supreme.
own.
Jay-Z,
Get it,
can you hear
fam?
this?
Hold your own.
Slaughter hole on a verse. Bro.
I have a question since you mentioned Luther Vandross. Let me just change this course real quick. Big
yes.
Luther or Little Luther?
I would say
Big
my
Luther.
first
You know.
it was Little Luther. To the movies, to the park. I have you
Yeah,
home.
right. That's Little Luther, right?
But
Too much is Big Luther. Yeah.
as I grew old, or like as I grew, like I was like 5 years old when that came out. But I say as I got older, like it was more so Big Luther with Superstar or Here Now or what's the first joint he came out with?
Never Too Much.
Yeah, Never Too
One
Much.
of them.
Never,
Yeah, that's Big
Yes.
Luther right there. Yeah.
Forever be a jam.
Yes, forever. That'll move a party. That'll move a party.
Dude he's amazing, man. Like it didn't really matter what year it was. Like he was on top of things.
Yep.
A house is not a home, bro.
Yeah.
Houseway.
That shuts the party down.
Yeah.
Houseway.
It shuts the party down. Once you hear that song, it's time to go home and sleep.
Yo.
That shuts it down.
Hey, so for me, it was Little Luther. I called Little Luther too. Little Luther drew me in. Oh, okay, Luther. And then we caught up to the big Luther. Now we saw the big Luther. We like, yo, you know. And then my man passed away. God told me.
I know that was
boy.
that was
I was
Going
just
too
reading
soon.
something about him today. How he struggled because he lost his voice before he died. And a lot of people didn't know that.
Man, I ain't know
Lost
that.
his voice. Yeah, I just read it today. He lost his voice before he died. So he
Yeah.
couldn't do this. He couldn't. That wasn't the thing he wanted to perform.
Oh, that was
You know.
it. That was
That's
it for him
sad.
then.
Yeah.
For real.
But thank you, Slade, for answering that question because
That was a
public
great
wants to know.
question.
I want to know.
That was a great question. All the questions were great.
Like
So
Hey,
since
we
we
play
kind
some
of
Luther now.
similar, I know, right? For real. But like so it's kind of the question is I have is, it was really, the girls took the questions in a way. It was all around the same thing, so it's perfect. But I was gonna ask like, what do you do? What do you need to have or whatever, like, to get in your zone? Like, are we just, I'm gonna wake up, eat a bowl of cereal, turn on some beats, or like, what's the zone before or, during your recording process, pretty much?
A good question.
It really more so depends. A lot of times, bro, I write verses to thin air, bro. Like I write verses to things that formulate in my mind out of nowhere. I honestly can't tell you where that stuff comes from, or like how it even comes to me, but it's just, bam, oh, I gotta write that down. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I
Writing
write
on the napkins.
Yeah.
to nothing, bro. And then I go to the studio or I hear something that I want to do and I cook something up maybe. Or I'll get a beat from somebody else and I'll add that to that or use that inspiration. I might construct a whole nother verse just off of something that I wrote earlier. If I hit the studio or when I hear something that I like and it touches my soul, like it's like a feeling. Like I can't even even explain to you. It's something like you can't even really fathom. You just gotta feel.
Mhm.
It's that
Facts.
love.
When that
Yeah.
joint hits you, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, and it take you to a zone. You know, I mean, you as an artist, you know, of course, take you to the zone, like it puts you in this place. And
That.
here goes the pad, man, and
So
Couple-
the beat keep rewinding and skipping, and you know, and that's it. We locked in, you know. Like, woo.
it's just, after that, it's done. And I record, like, as you can see, you looking at my setup right now, microphone, couple speakers, a laptop. I got a
You're
controller,
ready.
There you go.
you know. I get
Yeah.
things even out of the smallest space in the world. Like, this is literally like one of the smallest spaces in my home, but this is like where I feel the most confident. This is
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
element, you know.
Yes.
So now, do you need a certain thing in the studio? Drink, cookies,
Girls.
TV on,
Edibles, edibles,
anything
edibles.
loud. You need some loud in there. Like, what?
Some
Like, or none of that.
Robitussin.
Oh, see, Kelly, wow, bro.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm serious about the damn edibles. Let me just tell you.
Oh, boy.
I don't
Happy
need-
brownies.
I just need the beat in my iPhone. I write everything in my iPhone. I just need my beat in my iPhone. And give me a mic, speakers, controller. I'll bring you something up, man.
That's
Yes,
what's
that's
up,
what
bro.
I'm talking
All I
about.
need is I just be needing some to drink, and I need to like have like not. I need to eat. I need to already ate before I come to the studio, and I need some water or something to drink.
Not too
And
much
that's
to
it
ask
for me.
for.
You
That's
good
What
to go.
the hell is in your red cup? What is in your red cup? I don't even know.
I be
what's in
ready
your
to
red
go.
Something to eat.
what's in my
Like
red
what?
cup?
Like
Some Gatorade. That's all.
yeah, sure.
Gatorade.
I was gonna ask Slade, you said you're like a sample artist, which means like you like to work with the samples, right?
Mhm.
Like different
Yeah.
samples. I always ask this to artists. I think these guys even know this. I'm like, why has no one sampled LL Cool J's Hush yet? Like that's one of my favorite songs. And I always hear like people, you know, like celebrities, like rappers and all that, like the sampling music and from back in the day. And no one has ever like tried to sample that song. And I think whoever does that and like that would go so far. I just love the song so much. I would love to hear it come back to life, you know, again.
How does that song go? I'm not
What's that?
familiar with.
I'm not gonna sing it. I can't sing.
What's just put her
No,
on
I
blast,
can
bro.
probably answer that. You know, LL is very nitpicky about who samples his music.
But
Yeah.
I
what
don't think
song is it?
anyone.
He's not
I don't
out.
think
Yeah.
Come on,
anyone-
LL,
he's
give
not-
it up.
No one. No
Mhm. Yep.
one has sampled his music at all.
Nope, he
You
won't
right,
get
maybe,
because-
maybe this could be a challenge.
No
I think
clearance.
Slade can take this
Yeah,
challenge.
clearance.
No clearances.
Yeah.
If anyone
LL
can
is
do it,
very-
Slade can do it.
Slade can do it, bro.
Yeah.
Forget it, bro.
LL
After-
very
after
But
this-
Kelly,
particular.
so,
What?
but Kelly, what song is that again? You said Harsh?
Hush. Hush.
It's
Hush, hush.
LL and 7 Artists or 7 something.
No, it's
Oh,
just
some-
him.
word.
No, but the guy who done the
Oh, yeah,
background
yeah.
music is 7. Yeah, so he's even kind of nitpicky about his music too. So those clearances don't.
Come on,
Again,
Jay.
LL.
You can like a little bit like give us a sample of that song. Come on, how does it go?
I don't know that. If I hear that song,
Why not?
I may know, but I can't think about it on the top. You should have said Headsprung
Okay,
or
Ross-
something. You should have
Ross, like,
said,
Who could
Oh,
sing here?
Headsprung. Oh, that's a jam there.
Headsprung
should-
Headsprung is one of my favorites.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Timberland
but,
did that.
But T-Pain already like did that, right? Did he?
I don't know.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
think
Cause look, if LL didn't give his sample to anybody yet, ain't nobody did that. Cause nobody ain't
True.
did Mama Knock Me Out. Ain't nobody did those, you know. So if
No,
anybody
he's not
get
letting that happen.
sometimes with the sample game, like these people, these artists, for one, some of them don't even got their rights to their own music. They
There you
can't
go.
even help you out with it.
Mhm.
First of all, that's some of them for one. Then
Yeah.
like number two, like some of them be stingy. Number three,
Mhm.
some of them don't even want you, or they want so much. Like
That's
Dr. Dre,
a
you
great
gotta-
say they want so
Dr.
much
Dre-
money.
Dr. Dre gotta take
Mhm.
half. You get Dr. Dre take everything from you. You get a little bit. You just really
Right,
gotta have
second born.
that joy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that joy. Hey, I don't care. Hey, you can have it. I just need, some people like that. So
Mhm.
I think that's what it is, with the sample game a little bit.
Yeah.
Slade just went to do that sample. Oh, you're back already.
That
was quick.
You're like, you know what? I got you.
Well, I do want to ask though, the EP that just came out, have you sampled any of the songs that we know that's current on your EP?
So let's see. On the first joint, I sampled. Well, I won't say I sampled, but I use the same vocal tone as Erykah Badu. The second one, what's the second one? Parking Lot Knock. It's not a sample that you would know. The third joint, I did sample Pretty Brown Eyes by Mint Condition. And the fourth, I sampled Lady in the Night by Michael Jackson. I might be saying it wrong. It might be
Lady of My Life. Yeah, Lady of My Life.
Yeah, Lady of My. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Lady of My Life. Yeah.
And shout out to Mint Condition. That is my favorite band of all time. So great job with that. Yeah, I gotta listen to that. Yeah, I'm a big MC fan. Mint head.
Well, yeah, towards the end, I sampled Drew Hill's Somebody Sleeping in My Bed.
Oh, wow.
Poetry's All You Gotta Do Is Say Yes. I sampled that. I'll probably
Those are some great samples.
Yeah, Poetry. I'm a big fan of them. They're better together than apart.
Man.
112. I'm sorry, my anger just started spitting out.
I sampled a lot of stuff.
Yo, yeah, bro. Like, you be going in, like, yo, you be going in. Yo, hey man, we're gonna wrap it up in a little bit. First of all, the girls, y'all got any more questions?
No.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right, so hello, you got one, Kelly?
No, I just wanted to, it's not a question, I just wanted to say I really recognize, your hard work and your hustle and like how much you put in. Like I can tell how passionate you are about what you do in music. So I love when I see someone that just like the passion in your eyes, even when you just talk about music and like how much you love what you do, like it's amazing to see.
Definitely a radiation. Definitely,
yeah.
I might get in the stew as soon as we get
I
off
love this energy.
Yes.
Getting in the stew. I'm gonna send you a track tonight.
Get it in, Jay. Get it in, Jay.
I talk my junk next week. Martell got projects, but we talking about Slade tonight. So Slade, I want to ask you this question. What do you think is missing in hip hop right now today? What's missing, bro? What do you think is missing?
Talent.
Originality.
I really just see history repeating itself, man. I for one, like I used to be a type of person that just like, bash whatever I'm not into or bash whatever, whatever's popular or whatever.
Yes, you did, dog.
I used to be that person, man, but ultimately, man, I just came to a point in which I recognized that everybody can win for real. I don't think anything that's missing from hip hop. Everything that you want out there regarding hip hop is out there. You just got to do the research, find it.
Yeah.
And I know like mainstream pushes popcorn rap. I like to call it microwave music that's hot today and then it's going off. But radio hits and this, that, and the third, music that doesn't really have any feeling to it. But I feel like there are a lot of artists out there that are pushing good music. One of my favorite artists right now, one of my favorite rappers right now is Freddie Gibbs. And Freddie Gibbs really don't get the respect he deserves, but he was Grammy nominated this year because he had a fantastic project.
With the production on it.
And as far as like the lane that I go in, I won't really say I'm like them because I'm not a boom bap artist. I kind of created something that's kind of unique to me and people really don't do it just yet. But I say as far as that lane, as far as being a lyricist, I guess I relate to them. That's out there. You got your microwave music, you got your melodic rap, you got artists that similar to how Lil Wayne was in the mainstream, not mixtape Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne as far as the mainstream with Lil Baby and the Baby, and you got radio rap, you got every facet of rap,
everything, yeah.
And a lot of people are being successful with it. People are touring, people are making their money. They might not get the credit that they truly deserve, but it's all there, man. And there's a space for everybody in music, man. So
it's funny you say that, bro. I think the same thing, bro, because you
Yeah,
know,
good
especially after this year, like with Nas dropping and all the OGs, T.I. and them still being at it, like Jadakiss, you still hear Jay-Z and Nas this year. After this year, I thought if hip hop was dead or whatever, you gotta go back and rethink it for real, because it's been a good year.
Nas is gonna make somebody go back in the studio. He's made some folks. Nas made some folks go back in the studio.
Nas, boy.
He's killing it. But you know, Tory Lanez said on Twitter, I don't know if you guys saw, he was like saying something about how music these days like doesn't really stick. Like it will be like popping for 2-3 months, maybe 6 months, but it's not something you would remember for like, you know, how from back in the day, like you would still be listening to music. Like,
that is true.
I saw that. I think what that is, I thought about it's so Kelly, girl, you be on it, Kill. So I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I'm like, man, like he's right. But then, you know, I think the reason for that is because how we getting so much of it, and at the pace we getting all this music,
oversaturated the market.
Before
really oversaturated,
and before we couldn't get the music like that. So yes, we held on to that because we don't know when who dropping next. So yeah, we riding to this for a year.
We had to save our pennies to buy those, you know, cassettes and vinyls.
Yeah, so we appreciate it more. But now that we got it so much in the palm of my hand, like it's like a rat race almost. I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this. You know, and something like, hey, like I like to say, hey, if you know, you know. Certain people are listening to these projects. Certain people don't forget about these projects. Certain people listen to this project one time and move on. You know, so. But I saw that though, Kelly. I saw that.
I think that a lot of the artists are doing like popcorn style music though. Even artists that would used to make albums that were good. Like I give you a hot take. I was gonna give you another one, but I give you this hot take. Like Drake's album was not very good, and the reason.
Excuse me. Can you say that again, Slade? You said who album?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Drake's album was not good at all.
You said Drake album wasn't very good. Of course, he said Drake album wasn't good because it wasn't
very good at all. And it
wasn't.
I thought Kanye album wasn't good at all. It was trash.
that was garbage.
For the hype, you know, the hype that he did.
Yeah,
that was garbage. That was amazing, man. That was when he assembled that Lauryn Hill. If he would have kept that same style of music for this whole entire album, it would have been
Kanye, no, we want Kanye.
He can't even get his haircuts right.
What that album?
I need college dropout Kanye.
Yes,
I need Kanye with Slum Village. I need that Kanye.
Ooh, Slum Village. They don't know about Slum Village. Oh man.
I know. I'm a hip hop head. Watch your mouth.
Oh man.
I ain't all love songs and John B.
Oh, Slum Village and John Legend and Kanye West.
Yes. Selfish. I'll put that in my car. Yes, I need old school Kanye. I don't need this.
Whatever this is.
Slade, what are your goals for next year as an artist?
It's kind of hard to set arbitrary goals, but I say like my goals are to expand on what I already have going. I say like my number one goal is to get back on tour. Barring, you know, you can get back on tour. Just hit different spots. I'm already talking to my guys. I'm boosting their heads up. Like, you know, we got to get back to it.
Yes, sir.
The company has grown a little bit. It's not necessarily Three's company anymore. It's the company. We had another young brother from Kinston, North Carolina, who's making his own way and he's doing his own thing, man. And the kid is good. He's not a rapper or producer. He's not just anything. He's more so of a creative than anything. I was telling him that last night. But I'm trying to put my guys in positions to win. It's like I'm trying to expand a network in which I'm connected to multiple different people and I'm pushing multiple people to win. Because I've already come to the understanding that I cannot do this myself. I put a lot of work in myself, but unfortunately the days of doing it myself has to come to an end. So tour, formulating a team as far as publicists, marketing. I'm really hands-on with how things look regarding me, so I probably keep graphic design in my hands. But I got a videographer now that I'm working with full time. That's my guy. He believes in me, and just generally finding people that believe in what I got going on, and not people that are opportunists and people that want to take advantage of what I got going on.
Yeah.
And we know there's so many of them out there.
Yeah, it truly is.
You the man, dog. Hey, man, tell the people where they can reach you at, man.
So you can follow me everywhere at Slade the Supreme, SLADETHE SUPREME. I was a spelling bee champion back in the 8th grade.
You're just great at everything, right? You're just like the top dog.
Oh, you gotta flex again, bro. Look at that flex again, bro. Like, come on,
Spelling bee champion.
Hey, these are facts, people. These are facts. This ain't no cap in his rap, man. Damn, we ain't gotta do them like that. Y'all better
How do you
Google my
spell?
guy.
I'm just kidding.
No, right? That was 8th grade. You still got it down, Slade?
Oh, that's funny.
We appreciate you coming on, for real, for real. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
I appreciate y'all.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming
grinding.
on, bro. Continue to grind. Y'all be on the lookout for that collab we got on Singles 3 with Jay Martell. Perfect guy. Jay Martell featuring Slade the Supreme. You know,
Cool.
Y'all feel free to go check out a quest called Life Volume 1 and 2. The most recent is Volume 2. Go check that Volume 2 out. It is crazy. Like, I don't care what you're doing. You want to lay down in bed. You want to turn. Hey,
doing my show.
Slade got you. He's one of them artists. You gotta have that list. Chill out, Slade. Chill out. We'll let them decide, bro. We'll let the people decide. Hey, y'all go get my boy a listening ear for real, man. Make some noise. King Slade, baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate that. We'll talk.
Hey, yo, and before we leave the show, we have to make an announcement that I did not make in the beginning of the show to all our future guests and current guests that we have had, and now Slade the Supreme. We have a stalker watching our content and emailing and messaging all our guests. So we want that to stop. But if you guys are contacted in your Instagrams, your emails, wherever your contact is, because I'm pretty sure that person will find a way somehow. Ignore them. That is not Kelly. That is not Roslyn. That ain't J-Mar. That ain't Sue. That ain't Sheeta. That ain't listed. Ignore them and keep it moving. So, Slade, thank you, my guy. We appreciate you.
To
this
that
is
person,
listed.
be blessed.
And yeah, may that person be blessed. That person's so crazy, we forgot to bless them. But look, I mean, yeah. Anyway, thank you. The list of interviews, Slade. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great show, everybody.